Hi, I'm Tyler with Management One, and I wanted to thank you so much for chatting with me about your rental property. Now, this video today is going to share with you basically an overview of all of our services that we have to offer. This way, on our next call, we'll be able to answer any additional questions that you have, as well as going over the rental rate of your property in more detail, as well as our pricing structure. So let's get right into it here. I'm going to share my screen with you. And now, as you can see here, it'll pop up on the screen. Some of the services that we have to offer in terms of making your property rent ready. Now, you'll see prices come up here on the screen. On average, this is what we found in our 35 years of experience managing over 10,000 properties of what these items typically cost. Now, also what we found is on average, it'll take about $1,500 to $5,000 and anywhere in between to make your property rent ready for us to put on the market. Now, again, it could be less than 1,500, it could be more than 5,000. This is depending on once we see the property and assess the repairs that are needed. Now, at that point, you actually have two options. Option A is we do the work, and option B is you do the work. It's as simple as that. Okay, now the next thing you see here on the screen is how we market the property to new renters. Now, obviously, as you could imagine, internet is our number one source of where we're finding our renters nowadays. Now, the second category is for rent signs, actually. And per your HOA, their rules and ordinances, we either will place a sign in the yard or we will place signs in the front and the back windows of the property. That's where we're seeing about 40% of our renters come from. The next is our referral sources. Now, because we've been in business for 35 plus years and have leased 10,000 properties or more, we have a database of previous clients, current clients, as well as applicants who lost out on other properties that are comparable to yours, and now we can direct them to go look at your property. And the last one you see there is our social media. And with this, we don't just post on our social media pages, we actually run specific ads towards people that can afford it, are interested in your area, et cetera, et cetera. So we actually have a 10-point screening system, and you'll see them pop up on the screen right now. Things such as verifying their income, current rental history, past rental history, credit scores, et cetera, et cetera. Now, the thing I do want to point out, and when qualifying renters for your property, is our eviction rate is actually half of 1%. To give you an idea, in your area, the average is about 3 to 4%, so we're well below that. Now, we do have an eviction guarantee. What that is any renter we place in your property, if we have to evict them down the road, we will go to court for you. We will also pay for the legal fees up to $1,200 out of our pocket, not out of the security deposit like some other companies might do, okay? Next here is insurance. Now, specifically on your rental property, you want to get landlord insurance. Now, in a standard policy, fire liability will be included typically. What isn't included is loss of rents, vandalism, and malicious intent. So we highly recommend you reach out to your insurance agent and get all four of these covered in your landlord insurance policy. If you do not, we do have references for you. Now, the next thing is you're probably wondering how you get paid. Now, you get an owner statement every single month. It's uploaded to your online owner portal. You can see when rent came in, the invoices to any work orders, before and after pictures to those repairs. Rent is due on the 1st. Now, rent comes to us as the company from your renter, minus our management cost, any repairs that month, then the rent goes to you. So when we collect it on the 1st, you should be receiving it from us within 24 to 36, no later than 48 business hours. This is excluding weekends, and it is also excluding holidays. Just to let you know, 70% of renters nowadays have at least one pet. So if you say no, just know that your renter pool dropped about 70%. However, for today's example purposes, let's say you are okay with pets on a case-by-case basis, which we do. First off, we have breed restrictions, size restrictions, and we limit it to 2 pets total. Now what happens is we charge the renter $20 application fee for their pet, and that is also per pet. This goes to our third-party source to screen them like we screen humans, making sure that they had no prior incidences, etc. The next thing that we do is we collect $450 per pet for an additional pet deposit. After that, what we do is we collect a monthly fee of $39 per month, and that is also per pet, as well as a $75 annual pet inspection. What all of this allows us to do for you as our owner and as our client is to give you a pet guarantee, which is if there's any pet damage that exceeds the security deposit with the resident, also the pet deposits, we're giving you an additional $2,000 worth of damage, okay? Now, the next thing is our communication with you and the renter of your property. We are very, very big on communication as well as transparency. So what happens is when we place your property on the market, you'll be getting a call once a week minimum from our leasing department. They'll be updating you with how many showings was that past week, how many, what feedback there was, et cetera, okay? Now, the next thing of it is once the property is actually rented, we're gonna be calling you every single month forever. This is for you and allows you to keep us accountable to do our job for your property. Now, with your renters, what we do is once they move into your property, we're calling them every single week for the first month that they move into your property, making sure that they get situated, etc. The next thing of it is with repairs, we call them before and after every single repair to make sure that they are happy and satisfied with the repair, because I will let you know, the number one reason why a resident typically moves out of a property is not because you raise rents incrementally every year, it's because of maintenance is not handled professionally and done in a timely manner. And the last thing of it is with the renters is we call them every quarter, so once every 3 months, to make sure that they can keep us accountable as well. So that's it for today. I really appreciate you watching this. I look forward to speaking with you more in detail in terms of the pricing and our services. If you have any other questions, thanks so much. Again, Tyler with Management One. I look forward to speaking with you. Talk to you soon. Take care.